Casson, I'm the head of the School of Sport at Ulster University. Whilst we're based largely in, of course, Northern Ireland, we like to see ourselves as having an international focus. We have collaborations with a range of international partners from Australia, where we like to carry out some work largely in the field of sport management, through to the Middle East and North Africa region. Largely in the Middle East, it's collaborations that we have with motorsport organisations and other sporting bodies, through to the United States of America, where there's opportunities to work with community-based organisations, using sport as a way of bringing communities together.
The Research Institute was established here back in 2005 as one of 15 RIs that are here to develop the research profile of the university. The Research Institute has 3 research centres. We also have across the institute about 20 PhD students, each of whom is working on a particular project to do with sport, physical activity or exercise and health. The lab we're currently in was opened by Rory McIlroy back in 2010, and a key part of the work we do in this lab is the biomechanics of golf. One of our main collaborators in this area is the RNA, who are the world governing body for the sport. We also do work with the PGA and the golf governing bodies. We're looking to really understand better the golf swing, the biomechanics of the golf swing, and the effects of technology on the performance of the golf swing. We're also embarking on a new project within sports medicine, looking at the injury rates and levels within rugby, and schools rugby in particular. And that's a collaborative project with colleagues from the medical profession, other health professionals in Ireland.
We're a collection of researchers who are interested in doing multidisciplinary research, looking at the role of physical activity, exercise and diet on disease prevention and treatment. We have a range of researchers covering a load of disciplines, including exercise physiology, sports psychology, exercise biochemistry and sports medicine. And together we try to answer research questions which focus on getting people more active with a view to improving their health and well-being. Our research is funded from a range of sources. In addition to receiving research funding through the university, we've been very successful in getting grants from European Union sources. So for example, we're part of a large European DediPack project which looks at the determinants of physical activity and diet throughout Europe. We have funding from UK research councils and charities, and we've had some private sponsors of research, most recently looking at physical activity of Irish children across the island. In the centre, we're keen to promote a research culture, and so we have a vibrant group of PhD students all looking at various aspects of physical activity and health. And our aim is that these research students will become the academic leaders of the future in physical activity, exercise and health research.
The Centre is part of the Sport and Exercise Sciences Research Institute that brings together colleagues from across the university who conduct research and write about the social, political, historical and economic significance of sport in society. Much of our work is focused on Ireland and the UK, but we also conduct research on the relationship between sport and society internationally, particularly in Africa, the Middle East and the United States. The underlying principle of our research is that it's very important to think much less emotionally about sport and far more critically and dispassionately about sport. We have brought this critical approach to a whole range of issues in sport, including sport labour migration, sport and identity politics, sports governance, sport and disability, sport and gender, and sport for development and peace. We also believe that a more dispassionate and critical understanding of sport makes for better policy and practice in the sports industry. Centre members are committed to doing applied research that impacts in the real world of sport, including the Gaelic Athletic Association, the Irish Football Association, UEFA, Special Olympics Ireland, the International Automobile Federation, as well as a whole host of local government providers and sports clubs locally.
The Centre for Sports Enterprise facilitates public engagement and knowledge transfer to and from the university with businesses and the community. From a commercial point of view, we work to improve product development, to validate products and to diversify products into the sports market. We work very closely with a range of government departments to facilitate funding and access funding through innovation vouchers, through knowledge transfer programmes and through various European funded streams. From a community point of view, we design and deliver various courses. We monitor and evaluate projects which are already running, and we're able to use our research of good practice to inform policy. At an education level, we're able to use the projects we have running to inform education and to develop courses which can be used for an industry need. Our aim is to connect to innovate. At a local level, we have collaborated with a number of businesses, and we've created a network of businesses in sport around Northern Ireland who can work together for a mutually beneficial goal. At a European level, we're part of the European Platform for Sports Innovation, which stimulates innovation and growth in the sports industry and gives companies in Northern Ireland the opportunity to go global.
Performa Sports came about as an undergrad project out of Ulster University, where my brother, who was working as an analyst for a senior inter-county GA team at the time, realised that there was an opportunity because information was being captured quick enough to help inform decision making on the line and also speed up the process of providing information back to the players so they could understand and therefore improve on performance. He took that through into a master's, and it led to foundation of a company, and initially working with local bodies and the university, we helped develop a proof of concept as a product.
I think in today's climate, where the voluntary and the community sector are really seen as the lowest hanging fruit when it comes to financial cuts, it's important that we demonstrate impact and outcomes at every level that we deliver a programme. The partnership with Ulster University has been essential in making us sustainable and demonstrating a return on investment to the funder, but also demonstrating hard outcomes to young people that actually need support the most. We're working with the hardest to reach young people within this community, and we're placed in a very key position that we can actually tap into a range of support services around it. So we have partnerships with Youth Justice, Probation Board and education facilities outside of just normal school. So we're working from one end of the spectrum right to the other for young people in their development.